right, well, Americans are getting ready for another dramatic World Cup soccer match. On Tuesday, Team USA jumps into the knockout round against Belgium. But before they take the field, Chile goes up against Brazil. Geoff Fosters is here with a preview of America's chances. He is sports editor for the Wall Street Journal. Geoff, welcome.
Good morning.
This is where it really starts to get exciting to me.
Yes,
because now it's like,
really
you can put your hand around the number of teams.
Yes, and it's all now it's a traditional tournament that Americans will be more familiar with. Win and you go home. You can sort of see your path to the final. And also no more ties, which Americans might like. And now things go.
We don't like ties.
Yeah, we're not interested in ties. So now things go to a shootout if they're not decided in 120 minutes, which is something Americans really haven't experienced, but is very exciting when it does happen.
So the U.S. plays Belgium next,
yes,
who we lost to in an exhibition a year ago. I think 4-2, right?
Yeah, pretty badly. It's a really exciting Belgium team, sort of top to bottom. They have guys playing in the highest level of club soccer. They have what they call the golden generation, a bunch of young players coming up. They don't really have much World Cup experience, but they are loaded with talent. So it's going to be another tough opponent.
Let's talk about how the U.S. even ended up here, because a lot of people are saying, I guess in some way, a narrow loss is as good as a win, because that's sort of how we got here.
The results kept getting progressively worse. Yet they proceeded, They got here obviously beating Ghana. That's what they needed to do. That was the most important game. The last game, no one really expected them to beat Germany. I mean, they have nowhere near the amount of talent as Germany. But losing 1-0 is nothing to be ashamed of. Look at Portugal. They lost to Germany 4-0, and that's why they're no longer in Brazil.
Because I also heard that during the game, they were inquiring about the Portugal score because they wanted to know how much they had to win or draw or lose by.
Right. We needed Portugal to beat Ghana. If Ghana was beating Portugal, we would have had to go on more of the attack and probably beat Germany to make it through. So they were monitoring that game, but there's a reason they play them at the same time, so that we don't exactly know what we need to do in those situations.
The U.S.'s offense against Germany looked a little shaky.
I didn't see any offense out there.
Okay, you're a little more direct than me. And their key striker, Josie Altidore, has been injured and has not been playing. Is he going to be back for this big game?
They're hopeful. They're optimistic. I mean, it's a hamstring injury. Hamstring injuries are typically weird. You don't know. There's a lot of degrees, but they're optimistic. So ideally, he'll be out there, which will really benefit the Americans because, as you said, the offense has been, flat, to say the least.
Okay, can we put you on the spot quickly and ask you what you think the score will be?
1-0.
That's your prediction?
Do I have to say who wins?
I hope so.
Tell us who wins.
Right.
I think, it's going to be close. You look at Belgium, they haven't really been scoring a lot of goals, so they're going to struggle to score against us as well. So I think the U.S. can win it. I think it's going to be very close. It might come to extra time.
Great soccer, Geoff Foster. Thank you so much.
Vanita's actually become a soccer fan.
I have.
Unbelievable.